Hi there, good afternoon and welcome to today's Kingston Library book review. I'm Fran and today the book series I'm going to be talking about is the Bone Season series by Samantha Shannon, all 4 books here. Fun fact, the Bone Season was actually the very first book we reviewed on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, covered by my amazing colleague Amy back in March last year, which seems like such a long time ago. She did a great review for the Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and I would like to revisit it and talk about it a bit more because the 4th book in the series just came out this week. And it absolutely blew my mind, and it is one of my favourite book series that I have read recently, so I just thought I would revisit the series and talk about it a little bit. So the Bone Season is a series that currently has 4 books and 1 novella, and follows a society of clairvoyants in sort of the year 2060, I think it is, but it is not London as we know it. It is a very steampunk kind of London, a very Victorian era kind of fashion, slang, and the way society is. It's still very Victorian in its kind of aesthetic, I suppose. However, it is also kind of futuristic in terms of technology, and things like that is also quite futuristic. So it's very steampunkish. So if you like that kind of thing, you will like this series because it's incredibly steampunk. And yes, there is a society of clairvoyants. So by clairvoyance, there are thousands of different kinds of clairvoyants, people who can commune with the dead, spirits, via a variety of different ways, via possession, communicating via tarot cards or via books, or you know, tons of different ways that are explored with great detail and great it's very interesting, and you know, it's very explored in a really interesting way in this series. And in this society, it's kind of a dictatorship now in the UK and lots of other countries in Europe by an empire called Scion. And Scion has declared all clairvoyants to be unnaturals and criminals, and have for about 200 years now been hunting them all down, throwing them in the Tower of London and executing them. So the clairvoyant society kind of lives underground. It's very sort of almost mob-like, this underground kind of underworld of crime. And it's split up into different gangs and different areas of London that all run things their own way, and it's a really well thought out society. And the hierarchy of it all and the way it all works is so inventive and so interesting. Samantha Shannon's just done such an excellent job of building this world in a way that's still somehow recognisable as the London we know. The main character of this series is a young lady named Paige Mahoney, who is an exile from Ireland, and Irish people are kind of seen as lesser than the English, because Ireland was a country that managed to fight back against Scion for a bit longer before Scion took over Ireland. So Paige Mahoney is this Irish woman who has managed to rise to the ranks of this clairvoyant underworld. It is now the Molisher, or the deputy, if you like, to one of the biggest gangs in London. Her clairvoyance is in the form of dreamwalking, which means she can detach her spirit, her inner spirit, to attack others. But she is very new at her skill. She's still young, she's only 19. And the main book is about her, and it's about her challenges in overcoming and growing in skill in her powers. But it all kind of is disrupted when she is captured by Scion and sent to a prison camp in Oxford. I try not to give too much away, but while she's in Oxford, she does seem to uncover a lot of the secrets of what is ticking along in the behind the scenes of Scion, who's really pulling the strings, who's really in charge. And while she's there, she decides to become kind of a revolutionary to try and take down Scion and stop her people being so oppressed and killed and treated so badly. I will gather up this whole book series here. There are 4 books so far in the series, as I mentioned. So And each book in this series is just so different to the last as well. You know, they vary between different genres, different kind of themes each book explores, and I just love each and every one. If you were to Google anything about the most recent book in this series, The Mask Falling, which came out not too long ago, this week or last week, you will only see that people are devastated by the ending. This book is projected to be 7 books long, so there are another few books left to go, but this is a series that will have you tearing past each page, desperate to know what happens next. You care so deeply for all the characters, whether they are good guys or, you know, in a middle sort of kind of grey characters, and you don't know who they're really working for, if they're just out for themselves. You really don't know who to root for, who to believe, who to trust, and this world is so rich and so well thought out that you just want to dive in and keep rereading. So I cannot talk about this book series enough. Honestly, I wanted to redo this book review because I did just finish The Mask Falling a few days ago and I just need to talk about it. So if this review encourages even one person to pick up the Bone season and explore this amazing world, it will be worth it. I think the entire series so far is on Libby to borrow as ebooks. Or for when we are reopened in the libraries, you can borrow them as physical books as well. So that is the review for today. That is the Bone Season series by Samantha Shannon. Please comment below if you have read these books, or if not, if you would like to, and I will help you out as much as I can in sourcing these books for you. They are absolutely brilliant, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this review. Thank you for watching. Bye.